Good morning students. In last class we have discussed about position versus time graph for several cases. What are those cases? Position versus time graph for when the object is at rest, and position versus time graph for when the object is moving with uniform velocity, position versus time graph for when the object is moving with increasing velocity, and the position versus time graph for the object moving with decreasing velocity. But in today's class we are going to discuss about what is the slope of position versus time graph. The slope of position versus time graph gives the velocity of the moving object. Okay, see here, slope of position versus time graph gives the velocity of moving object, velocity of the moving object, or otherwise you can say the velocity of the object. See here, the slope of position versus time graph gives the velocity of the object. Now let us consider an object moving with uniform velocity. So let us consider it is a straight line. In this straight line the object is moving. Initially the object is at origin. Then what is the position of the object? 0. After 1 second the object will be at 10 meter because object is in motion. Next, after 2 seconds where is the object? Object is at 20 meter. After 3 seconds where is the object? Object is at 30 meter. Okay, so there is a change in position of the object with respect to time. Means object is said to be in motion. Andre object chalane ಒಳಗೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, so at the 0 second where is the object? Object is at the origin, means position of the object is 0, means x coordinate is 0. Then after 1 second where is the object? 10 meter. After 2 seconds where is the object? 20 meter. After 3 seconds where is the object? 30 meter. Then in this case equal displacements covered by the object in equal intervals of time. See here, what is the displacement of the object from 0 to 10 meter? That is 10 minus of 0. Then it is 10 meter. Displacement ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 meter ಆಯಿತು. Then what is the time interval here? That is 1 minus of 0, 1 second. Then what is the velocity of the object from 0 to 10 meter? So that is 10 minus of 0, that is 10, divided by time interval is 1 minus of 0, that is 1. Then here it is a 10 meter per second. Next, when the object displaced from 10 meter to 20 meter in the time interval 1 second to 2 second. 1 second to 2 second nagre object ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ್ರಿ 10 meter to 20 meter. Then what is the displacement of the object here? That is 20 minus of 10. So 20 minus of 10, that is 10. Then what is the time interval to cover the distance from 10 meter to 20 meter? That is 1 second to 2 second, means the time interval is 2 minus of 1, that is 1. Then here the velocity is 10 meter per second. Next, when the object displaced from 20 meter to 30 meter, then what is the velocity of the object? So displacement of the object from 20 meter to 30 meter is 30 minus of 20. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ 20 ಮೀಟರ್ಲಿಂದ 30 ಮೀಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದದಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ರೀ 30 minus of 20. Then it is at 10. Then what is the time taken to cover the distance from 20 meter to 30 meter? That is 2 second to 3 second. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ರೀ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ 1 second ಆಯ್ತು. Then it is 10 by 1. Then again it is at 10 meter per second. So from this example what we concluded, the object is moving with uniform velocity. So when the object is said to be moving with uniform velocity, if there is a equal displacements covered in equal intervals of time, then only we are going to say the object is moving with uniform velocity. So let us plot the graph for this one. Which graph? Position versus time graph. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವೇನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. By using that position versus time graph, we are going to say that the velocity of the moving object is constant, means uniform. So see here, along x-axis we are going to take time, and along y-axis we are going to take the position of the object. That position is taken in meter in the given example, and the time is taken in second. Then at the origin I will take the x coordinate 0 and also y coordinate 0. Here what is the y coordinate? That is position, and which is the x coordinate? That is time. Okay, so here at the origin both are 0. Then 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and so on. So at the 1 second, what is the position of the object? That is 10 meter. Then at the 2 second, means at the time 2 second, what is the position of the object? That is 20 meter. Then at the time 3 second, what is the position of the object? That is 30 meter. Then here difference is 10, 10, 10, means equal displacements in equal intervals of time. So let us consider from that example, at the 0 second, where is the object? Object is at origin, means x coordinate is 0, means the position of the object is 0. Next, after 1 second, where is the object? Object is at 10 meter. Next, after 2 second, where is the object? Object is at 20 meter. Then after 3 second, where is the object? Object is at 30 meter. Then join the points here, we will get the position versus time graph. This position versus time graph is a straight line. This position versus time graph is a straight line. Now we are going to find the velocity of the object by using this position versus time graph. How to determine the velocity of the object by using this position versus time graph? By taking its slope. Naveen togombekrega slope tagolri. So I will start from here. Slope is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. Slope andre enri opposite side divided by adjacent side. How to determine the opposite side? Opposite side can be determined by 10 minus of 0, because opposite side is nothing but here the change in position. Opposite side ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ change in position ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. Then adjacent side ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ change in time ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so here what about slope? Here I'll take slope. Slope is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. Opposite side is represented by AB and adjacent side is represented by BC. Then what about opposite side here? Opposite side is nothing but change in position. Change in position. And what about adjacent side here? Adjacent side is nothing but change in time. So here the change in position from where to where? 0 to 10. Then the change in time from where to where? 0 to 1 second. Okay. So I will find the velocity here. Then what is the delta x by delta t? That is velocity. That means slope of the position versus time graph gives the velocity of the object. Then slope is equal to, from this one, slope is equal to 10 minus of 0 divided by 1 minus of 0. Then 10 minus 0 is 10, 1 minus 0 is 1, that is a 10 by 1, then it is a 10 meter per second. So what is the velocity of the object from 0 to 10 meter? That is a 10 meter per second in the time interval 0 to 1 second. Next, here I will take the slope. Here I will find the slope. If we are going to find the slope, then we will get the velocity of the object from 10 meter to 20 meter in the time interval 1 to 2 seconds. Then see here. Again by using the slope, then we are going to take 20 minus of 10. this is a 20 and this is a 10. 20 minus of 10, that is 10. 20 minus of 10. Then here 2 minus of 1, that is 1. Then it is a 10 by 1. Then it is a 10 meter per second. Then we can say the object is moving with 10 meter per second from where to where? 10 meter to 20 meter. Here the velocity of the object is again 10 meter per second. Then again I will find the velocity of the object. Then what about velocity of the object here? That is 30. It is at 30 now. It is at 20 now. 30 minus of 20, that is 30 minus of 20. Then what is the time taken to cover the distance from 20 to 30 meter? That is 2 to 3 seconds. Then the time interval is how much? 1 second. That is 3 minus of 2. Then 30 minus 20, that is 10. 3 minus 2, that is 1. Then it is a 10 meter per second. Then we can say the object is moving with uniform velocity. See here. Here also this velocity of the object is how much? 10 meter per second. Then how to determine the velocity of the object? By using position versus time graph, by taking its slope. ಅದರದ್ದು ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ದು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. The slope of the position versus time graph gives the velocity of the object. Okay. Then we are going to prove this one. The slope of the position versus time graph gives the velocity of the object. Proof. Previously we discussed an example. Now we are going to prove that one. Again along x-axis I will take time. Here time is in second, and along y-axis we are going to take the position of the object, that is in meter. Then let us consider the object is moving with uniform velocity. Now so I will take several points here. These are the points in the time intervals. Okay, then suppose I will take slope here. This slope is AB by BC. Slope andre enri AB by BC. Then slope is equal to AB divided by BC. Slope is nothing but here tan. Tan is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. So let us take, I will take, it is x1 and it is x2. x1 and x2. A is at x2, B is at x1 along the which axis? Y axis. That means we are going to write x2 minus x1. What is the displacement of the object from x1 to x2? That is x2 minus of x1 divided by, then I will take here the time is t1 and it is a t2. Then it is origin. At the origin time and position both are taken as 0. Then it is a t2 minus t1. Then what is x2 minus x1? That is a displacement. That displacement can be written as delta x. Delta x is nothing but change in position. Here the change in position from where to where? x1 to x2 in the time interval t1 to t2. Then it is a delta t. So what is delta x by delta t? That is velocity. The change in position divided by the time interval, that gives the velocity. Means a displacement divided by time taken, that gives the velocity. So this means that the slope of xt graph is velocity. The slope of xt graph is velocity. Okay, this is about the slope of position versus time graph. Previously we discussed that the slope of position versus time graph gives the velocity of the object. Now we are going to discuss about velocity versus time graph. Then what is the use of velocity versus time graph? The velocity versus time graph can be used to find the acceleration of the object and also the displacement covered by the object. Then how to determine the acceleration of the object? By finding the slope of the velocity versus time graph. And how to determine the displacement covered by the object? By finding the area under the velocity versus time graph. Okay, so now let us discuss velocity versus time graph. Velocity versus time graph. How to read this one? Velocity versus time graph. And this can be written as VT graph. V stands for velocity, T stands for time. And in velocity versus time graph, the time is taken along the x-axis and velocity is taken along the y-axis. In velocity versus time graph, time is taken along x-axis and velocity is taken along y-axis. And velocity is taken along y-axis. Okay, so let us draw the velocity versus time graph for several cases here. For example, if the object is moving with uniform velocity, what is the nature of velocity versus time graph? If the object is moving with uniform acceleration, and what is the nature of velocity versus time graph? If the object is moving with increasing acceleration, then what is the nature of velocity versus time graph? And also, if the object is moving with decreasing acceleration, then what is the nature of velocity versus time graph? Let us discuss one by one. Cases here. First case, if the object is moving with uniform velocity, uniform means here same velocity. Already you know that what do you mean by uniform velocity? At every instant of time the velocity of the object is same, then it is called uniform velocity. And also if the displacements covered by the object equal in equal intervals of time. Okay, so let us consider the table. In first column I will take the time, that is in second. In second column I will take the velocity, that is in meter per second. Okay, so at the 0 second the velocity of the object can be noted down as 10 meter per second. Then after 1 second the velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. After 2 seconds the velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. So listen here, even though there is an increase in time but there is no change in velocity, means at every instant of time the velocity of the object is same, that is 10 meter per second. So observer ಏನು ಮಾಡಾವತ್ತನಂದ್ರಿ 0 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ದು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ರೀ 10 ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು. 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಗನೂ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ರೀ 10 ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು. 3 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಗನೂ 10 ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ರೀ, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಲಿಂದ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. In case of velocity versus time graph, time is taken along the x-axis and that time is in second, and velocity is taken along the y-axis and that is measured in meter per second. Here at the origin time is taken as 0 and the velocity is taken as 0. After 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. See here, but at the 0 second, what is the velocity of the object here? 10 meter per second. 10, 20, I will take some readings on the y-axis here. those readings are velocity readings. Okay, so at 0 second, what is the velocity of the object? That is 10. At the 1 second, what is the velocity of the object? That is again 10. Then after the 2 second, what is the velocity of the object? That is again 10. Then I will join the points here. Then we will get a straight line, and this line is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, means velocity versus time graph is parallel to the x-axis when the object is moving with which velocity? Uniform velocity. Means the velocity of the object is same at every instant of time. ಪ್ರತಿ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗೂ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ 0. If the object is moving with uniform velocity, then the acceleration of the object is 0. Listen here, already you know that. What do you mean by acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity divided by time taken. Okay, so if there is no change in velocity, means no change in velocity means that is 0, then the acceleration of the object is also 0. Then second case, if an object moving with uniform acceleration, if an object moving with uniform acceleration, uniform acceleration. What do you mean by uniform acceleration? Equal change in velocity in equal intervals of time is called uniform acceleration. So here let us consider the table again. In one column I will take time, and in another column I will take velocity. That velocity is in meter per second. At the 0 second, supposed to be I will take velocity of the object is 0. After 1 second, the velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. After 2 seconds, the velocity of the object is 20 meter per second. After 3 seconds, the velocity of the object is 30 meter per second, and so on. Then, when the velocity is changed from 0 to 10, means here the velocity is increasing uniformly. Means there is a equal change in velocity in equal intervals of time, and here the velocity goes on increasing from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Okay, so it is the graph. We are going to plot the graph for uniform acceleration. Then what is the acceleration in first case? When the velocity changed from 0 to 10 meter per second, then what is the acceleration of the object? That is 10 minus of 0, that is 10. Then in what time? That is 0 to 1 second. Then the time interval is 1 second. Then it is a 10 by 1, that is 10 meter per second square. Then what is the acceleration of the object when there is a change in velocity from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second? Velocity 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second change ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ acceleration ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ದು? Then we are going to write, then 20 minus of 10, that is 10. Then in what time interval? That is also in 1 second, because 2 minus of 1, 1. Then again the acceleration of the object is 10 meter per second square. Then what is the acceleration of the object when there is a change in velocity from 20 to 30? In the what time? 2 to 3 second. Here 30 minus of 20, that is 10. In what time interval? That is 2 to 3, means here 3 minus 2, that is 1. Then 10 meter per second square. Means what it is showing, the object is moving with uniform acceleration. Okay, but here the velocity goes on increasing in equal amount. What is that equal amount? 10, 10, 10. Okay, so velocity goes on increasing in equal amount in equal intervals of time. Then what is the nature of velocity versus time graph? Let us draw the velocity versus time graph. Along x-axis again I will take the time, and along y-axis we are going to take the velocity. Then here at the origin I will take time is 0, velocity is also 0, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second and so on. Then here 10, 20, 30. So at the 0 second, what is the velocity of the object? 0, means both are at origin. Next, after 1 second, what is the velocity of the object? That is 10. Then after 2 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? That is 20. Then after 3 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? That is 30. So let us join the points here. We will get the velocity versus time graph for uniform acceleration. Velocity versus time graph for uniform acceleration. Now let us find what is the acceleration of the object. So when the velocity is changed from 0 to 10, and what is the acceleration of the object when the velocity is changed from 10 to 20, and what is the acceleration of the object from when the velocity changed from 20 to 30. Okay, so by using the slope, let us consider C here. It is called slope. What do you mean by slope? Opposite side divided by adjacent side, that is nothing but tan. Now let us consider here what is opposite side, that is 10 minus of 0, 10. Then acceleration is 10, then divided by the time interval is 0 to 1 means it is 1. Then the acceleration is 10 meter per second square. Here the what about acceleration of the object? 10 meter per second square. Then in the next time interval, what is the change in velocity? That is from 10 to 20. 10 to 20 means here 20 minus of 10. 20 minus of 10, that is 10. Divided by the time interval is 1 to 2 means here 2 minus of 1, that is 1. Then it is 10 meter per second square. Here also the acceleration of the object is 10 meter per second square. Next, when the velocity is changed from 20 to 30, then what is the acceleration of the object by using the slope? Then again the change in velocity from 20 to 30 means 30 minus of 20. 30 minus of 20, that is 10. That is 10. In the what time interval? That is 2 to 3 means 3 minus up to 1. Then it is a 10 meter per second square. So this is about the graph for when the object is moving with uniform acceleration. Then if the object is moving with uniform retardation, retardation means here the decrease in velocity. Uniform retardation means there is a decrease in velocity in equal amount in equal intervals of time. Okay. So next we are going to plot the velocity versus time graph for if an object moving with uniform retardation. What do you mean by uniform retardation? The negative acceleration is called retardation. Okay. Negative acceleration ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Retardation ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. But here the velocity goes on decreasing in equal amount. Third case, if an object moving with uniform retardation, so again we are going to take the table here. First column for time, next column for velocity. So let us take at the 0 second, the velocity of the moving object is supposed to be 40 meter per second. ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು 40 meter per second. Then after 1 second, the velocity is decreased from 40 to 30. From 40 to 30. Then after 2 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? That is 20. Then after 3 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? That is 10. Then after 4 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? That is 0. Here the velocity goes on decreasing in equal amount. What is that equal amount? That is 10, 10, here 10, here 10, here also 10, here also 10. Okay. Here the velocity goes on decreasing in equal amount. Then what about acceleration here? So we will get the negative acceleration. That negative acceleration is called retardation. A is equal to change in velocity divided by time taken. Then what is the change in velocity here? 30 minus of 40. 30 minus of 40. 30 minus of 40 is minus 10. Then what is the time taken to decrease the velocity from 40 to 30? That is 1 second. That is minus 10 divided by 1. Then it is minus 10 meter per second square. Minus 10 meter per second square. Then what is the acceleration of the object when the velocity is decreased from 30 to 20? 30 ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ? 20 ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾ? ಆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಾ? ಆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ರಿಟಾರ್ಡೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 20 minus of 30, that is minus 10. Then in the time interval 1 to 2 means 2 minus of 1 second. Then it is a minus 10 meter per second square. Next, what is the acceleration of the object when the velocity is decreased from 20 to 10? 20 to 10. Then 10 minus of 20, that is minus 10. In the time interval 2 to 3 means 3 minus of 2, 1 second. Then again minus 10 meter per second square. Then what is the acceleration of the object when the velocity is decreased from 10 to 0? 10 to 0. Then A is equal to 0 minus 10, that is minus 10. In the time interval 3 to 4 means 4 minus of 3, 1 second. That is minus 10 meter per second square. Then by using this table we are going to plot the velocity versus time graph for the object moving with uniform retardation. So let us consider. Along x-axis we are going to take the time, that time is in second, and along y-axis we are going to take the velocity, that is in meter per second. Then it is the origin. Okay, so see here, along the x-axis we are going to take the time readings, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second and 4 second and 4 second. Okay, and along y-axis we are going to take the velocity readings, 10, 20, 30 and 40. So initially the velocity of the object is maximum, then after certain time the velocity of the object becomes 0. After what time? 4 seconds. Then here the decrease in velocity. If there is a decrease in velocity, then we will get a negative acceleration. That negative acceleration is called retardation. Okay, so at the 0 second, what is the velocity of the object? That is 40. 0 second ಇದ್ದಾಗ್ರಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟೈತ್ರಿ? 40 ಐತೆ. Then after 1 second the velocity of the object is decreased from 40 to 30. Here it is 30. Next, after 2 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? 20. Then after 3 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? That is 10. Then after 4 seconds, what is the velocity of the object? That is 0. Then let us join the points here. We will get the velocity versus time graph. Then this is velocity versus time graph for the object moving with uniform retardation. Okay. Next, velocity versus time graph for the object moving with increasing acceleration. Fourth one, if an object moving with increasing acceleration, So now let us consider the velocity versus time graph for the object moving with increasing acceleration. Along y-axis we are going to take the velocity, that is in meter per second, and along x-axis we are going to take the time. Here the velocity changing with respect to time. If there is a change in velocity with respect to time, that is called acceleration. So what is the graph for object moving with the increasing acceleration? This is the graph. This is the graph now. So let us take some time intervals 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay. Then again I will take the time velocity readings along the y-axis 10, 20, 30, 40, okay, and so on. Then at the 0 second, what is the velocity of the object? That is 0. Then at 1 second, what is the velocity of the object? Supposed to be I will take it is a 4 meter per second. ಇದನ್ನು 4 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೇನೆ ರೀ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದರೆ this point lies in between 0 and 10 means here it is supposed to be I will take 4 because it is not exactly at middle. If it is exactly at middle, then it is a 5. Okay. Then what is the acceleration in this case when the velocity increased from 0 to 4? A1 is equal to the change in velocity from 0 to 4, that is 4 minus of 0, divided by in what time interval? 0 to 1 means 1 minus of 0, that is 1. Then here the acceleration of the object is 4 meter per second square. 4 meter per second square. Next, here we are going to find the what is the acceleration of the object when the velocity is changed from 4 to, supposed to be I will take this point is 15. ಇದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ 15 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. Then we are going to find the again slope here. If we got the slope, that is nothing but acceleration of the object. ನಾವು ಸ್ಲೋಪನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ರೀ? ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Then we are going to find the acceleration of the object in the time interval 1 to 2 means 2 minus of 1 second. Then what is the change in velocity here? 4 to 15 means 15 minus of 4 divided by the time interval is 1 to 2 means 2 minus of 1 second, that is 11 meter per second square. 11 meter per second square. Then next, what is the acceleration of the object when the time is from 2 to 3? 2 to 3 means here the velocity changed from 15 to, supposed to be I will take it is 35. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ್ರಿ? 35. Then what is the acceleration of the object here? That is A3 is equal to, here the change in velocity from 15 to 35. 15 ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ? ಈಗ 35 ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ. ಇನ್ ದಿ ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ 2 to 3, that is 35 minus 15. I will take it is 35. 35 minus of 15 divided by the time interval is 2 to 3 means 3 minus of 2, that is 1. 35 minus 15, that is 20. 20 by 1, that is 20 meter per second square. So from this example what we concluded, the acceleration goes on increasing. Here what about acceleration? 4 meter per second square. Here what about acceleration? 11 meter per second square. Here what about acceleration? 20 meter per second square. Then this is the velocity versus time graph for the object moving with increasing acceleration. Then what is the velocity versus time graph for if the object is moving with decreasing acceleration? Okay. Next we are going to consider fifth one. If an object moving with decreasing acceleration. Again let us plot the graph here. Y-axis and x-axis. Along x we are going to take the time, that is in second, and along y we are going to take the velocity, that is in meter per second. Then what is the nature of velocity versus time graph for if the object is moving with the decreasing acceleration? Like this. This is the nature of velocity versus time graph for the object moving with decreasing acceleration. So let us find the decrease in acceleration here. 0, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second and so on. Then here it is 10, 20, 30 and so on. Okay. So what is the velocity of the object at 1 second? Here supposed to be, I will take it is 15 because it is at the middle of 20 and 10. The middle of 20 and 10 is nothing but 15. Okay. So what about the acceleration here? ಇಲ್ಲಿ acceleration ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ find out ಮಾಡ್ರಿ by finding the slope. Then a1 is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. What about opposite side? 15 minus of 0, that is 15. 15 minus of 0 divided by, what is the time interval to increase the velocity here? 0 to 15, that is 0 to 1, means 1 second. Then 15 meter per second square. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರಿ acceleration? 15 meter per second square. Next, in the next time interval we are going to find the acceleration of the object. Next time interval means here 1 to 2. Then let us find the slope. Here what about acceleration here? See here, it is now 15. It is at the 15 and it is at the, supposed to be, I will take 25. ಎಷ್ಟಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 25 because it is at the middle of 30 and 20 means it is 25. Then here the velocity changed from 15 to 25. 15 to 25 velocity ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ? 15 ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ? 25 ಆಯ್ತು. In the what time interval? That is from 1 to 2. Then a2 is equal to, then 25 minus 15. 25 minus 15. Then in the time interval, that is 2 minus of 1, that is 1. Then 25 minus 15, that is 10. 10 meter per second square. Here what happened? The acceleration goes on decreasing. ಇಲ್ಲಿ acceleration ಏನಾಯ್ತು ರೀ? ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ. 15 ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು ರೀ? 10. In the next time interval, we are going to find the, what is the acceleration of the object. See here. Now it is at 25 now, this point is at 25, then what about this point? Supposed to be, I will take it is 28. ಎಷ್ಟದು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ? 28 because this point lies in between 30 and 20 and this point is near to the 30 means supposed to be, I will take that is 28. Then what is the acceleration in this case? Here it is 28 minus of 25. 28 minus 25 divided by, in the what time interval? That is 2 to 3 means 3 minus up to 1 second. Then it is a 3 meter per second square. Then it is 3 meter per second square and this is the velocity versus time graph for the object moving with the decreasing acceleration. Okay. So see here, the acceleration goes on decreasing in each slope. ಪ್ರತಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಯದ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರಿ. 15 ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಟು 10, then 10 meter per second square to 3 means the acceleration goes on decreasing. So this is the nature of velocity versus time graph for the object moving with the decreasing acceleration. Next we are going to find what is the slope of velocity versus time graph. The slope of velocity versus time graph is acceleration. Note, first one, slope of velocity versus time graph. Velocity versus time graph is acceleration. Now let us draw the velocity versus time graph for uniform acceleration, because we are going to prove that the slope of velocity versus time graph is acceleration. Then along x-axis we are going to take time, and along y-axis we are going to take the velocity. Here 0, then it is I will take t1 and t2, t3 and so on. Then here I will take it is v1, v2, v3 and so on. Okay, so in the time interval at the time t1, what is the velocity of the object? That is v1. Then at the time t2, what is the velocity of the object? That is v2. Then we are going to find the slope here. This is called slope. Then what do you mean by slope? Opposite side divided by adjacent side. Slope is equal to, I will give the names here, A, B and C. ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ರೀ, ಸ್ಲೋಪಿಗೆ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ರೀ? ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾನ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಎ? ಎ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ v2. And what about b? B is nothing but v1 divided by, what about b here along the time axis? That is t2. And what about c here? That is t1. t2 minus of t1. Then change in velocity divided by time taken. Sorry, it is t1. Delta v by delta t. Then what is change in velocity divided by time taken? That is nothing but acceleration, A. Then what is the slope of velocity versus time graph? That is acceleration, because acceleration is nothing but the change in velocity divided by time taken. Okay. Then next, what about second note? The area under velocity versus time graph gives the displacement of the object. Second one. Second one, area under velocity versus time graph. Area under velocity versus time graph gives the displacement. Gives the displacement. Gives the displacement. Let us prove that. What is the proof for this one? So let us plot the velocity versus time graph for the object moving with uniform velocity. Then it is the velocity versus time graph for the object moving with uniform velocity. Then along x-axis we are going to take the time, and along y-axis we are going to take the velocity. So here supposed to be I will take velocity, it is velocity v. ಈ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿನ ಏನಂತ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ ರೀ ನಾನು? v ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊತೀನಿ. Then what is the time interval here? Supposed to be I will take it is 0 and it is t. Time interval ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, t minus of 0, that is t. For example, at the 0 second the velocity of the object is 10 meter per second. After 5 seconds again the velocity of the object is 10 meter per second, because the object is moving with which velocity? Uniform velocity. Then area under this vt graph gives the displacement. Area under this vt graph gives the displacement. Then I will give the names here. This is O, A, B and C. Then what is the area of rectangle here? So that is OA into OC. OA into OC. Area under O, A, B, C. So what is area under O, A, B, C here? That is nothing but area under VT graph. So that can be written as OA into OC, because it is a rectangle. ಇದು rectangle ಆದರೆ how to find the area of the rectangle? OA into OC. Then what about OA? OA is nothing but here, that is V. OA ಅಂದ್ರೆ V ರೀ. Then what is OC? OC is nothing but time, V into T. Then velocity into time is nothing but displacement. Velocity into time is nothing but displacement. Already we know that. What is velocity? Displacement divided by time taken. Velocity andre ಏನ್ರಿ? Displacement divided by time taken. Then I will take this T to the left hand side. Then displacement is equal to velocity into time taken. Okay. What is the area under velocity versus time graph? That is a displacement.